like that. However, we need some fresh gas put in there, some oxygen at least. Okay, and if we're doing anesthesia, something painful, we need anesthesia too. So this is hooked up. That's through the hand. Sarah, come on up here. Now, from the common gas outlet, where does this go? Common gas outlet is this. Where does just trace it?
Middle bar that goes to here, the O2 flush.
Yeah, O2 flush, and then the O2 flush is connected where?
To
And that goes down. Right, good, thanks. So this tube and this tube are essentially the same thing with the oxygen flush in between. So I can provide fresh oxygen to the circle and our patient by hitting this. It'll bypass the flow meter and our anesthetic. That's something you need to understand because I don't think a lot of veterinarians understand that. You hit the oxygen flush, it bypasses. Stephanie and Kara were under there saying it either goes this way or this way. It either goes here or goes the oxygen flush. So hit the oxygen flush valve, it bypasses the oxygen flow meter, bypasses your anesthetic vaporizer, and just enters here to the circle where the patient's breathing. So if you have an animal that's too deep, and I give fresh oxygen, that'll dilute the anesthesia percent, so they should start waking up. But if you use this just because something like the bag down here is not filled up, that's what a lot of doctors do. They hit the oxygen flush to get some more inflated bag. I just diluted the gas anesthetic in our circle into our patient, and they're going to start waking up. So, I'm going to tell you that if you're hitting the oxygen flow during a general, normal, typical anesthesia, you're doing something wrong. I use the oxygen flush twice. Before surgery to check to see if we have a leak. And if the patient crashes and I need to give no anesthesia and just fresh oxygen, then I give this. We'll talk about the precautions of that here in a little while. Okay.
Is it just giving oxygen as long as you hold it, or is it you hit it? Okay.
Yeah, we'll hook it up to the actual hookup in the treatment room. When we do it, it's just that quick. I'll hit it up and go that quick, this whole bag will be filled. It fills fast. It comes out of there, we have it in your notes, about 70 liters per minute. That's a fast rate. Most patients, we have it 1 or 2 liters per minute. So it's 35 to 70 times more oxygen in a minute than normal. You're going to explode some lungs. So if you hit the oxygen flush with a patient attached, I'm going to slap your hand because you can pop their lungs. If, let's say, Georgette, you're crashing, don't turn blue on me or anything, but if you're crashing right now, I would disconnect you, cover this, I would hit the oxygen flush. We haven't even talked about the vent here called the pop-off valve. Now the vent opens, so all the gases that are in my circle are forced out of the circle, so I have just pure oxygen in here. Reconnect you, and just turn the oxygen flow up and anesthesia off. So my point is, don't hit an oxygen flush valve when the patient's connected. Disconnect them, get the pure oxygen, and then reconnect. You're going to pop some lungs. It's not good. So we'll just pretend Georgette's still connected, okay? So